the crowd there. Double points for them. Chunguk Jayo, which means to fight, to go for it. But Wang Xingyi, the taller of the two, taking her time. Bekalova thinking things over. Of course, kick to the body worth 2, one to the head worth 3. And you can get a couple of bonus points if you spin before that. Any punches to the body worth 1, but worth the watching for the first 30. And from the imperious din from the army of fans in the stands, it's all gone very quiet. Only noise now between the ears of the fighters, which to do, to stick or twist, getting stuck up in the middle there.
Yeah, that happens a lot in the women's game. There's a lot of clashing, a lot of beautiful front leg work, and it's just who's ready to commit and take that risk first, really, who can see the points.
And what we can see is this is a stalemate into the open stance, but not the open scoring halfway through. Neither fighter committing. There's that front leg that's dangerous, so Bekalova, keep an eye if you're new to Taekwondo on the hands of the fighters as well. It's the art of kicking, punching, and of course blocking, as we block off into the last 40 now.
The scoring's been open now, so I'm sure you'll see China going forward more, already throwing more kicks towards the body. The crowd's getting louder and louder. As it gets towards the end, you'll see more kicks going. We'll see if Bekalova can keep her composure, extend her lead maybe. If not, keep it.
Trying to do that though is Wang Junyi. She's got to come forward, but Bekalova hopping up and over, keeping the arms up there. But the referee says no. First gam jump, that's a penalty. 5 of those, you'll lose the round as we click into the last 10 seconds now. There's an opportunity now for Wang. Can she let the back leg go? They're getting stuck, tangled up in blue. Good push kicks from Bekalova. Has she committed the gam jump? She has. Which way is the yellow light on for the all-neutral athlete? She needs to stay in. Eyes on the prize, just about hanging on to the edge there.
So if you, for the viewers at home that aren't too sure, Bekalova won that round off the basis she got a kicking technique. When it comes to level scores, they go on scoring techniques. That might be a spin, headshot, body shot. After that, there's punches, and then there's gam jumps. That's why she took that round. But interesting round. I think started out, both were very cautious. Didn't want to risk giving it away too easily. But Bekalova took a chance first and kept it.
So while you talk about taking chances, we look back, there wasn't too many big highlights. A World Championship semi-final. I know you're just coming back into fitness and form, both physically and mentally. What's that like as a walkout? Is the nerves gone? I know it's different for different people, but what's a World Championship semi-final like?
World Championship semi-final for anyone, it means a lot. So when you're out there, you're definitely a bit more cautious on where you want to take the risks, especially with two young fighters like these. This is, like I said before, where you see the tactics, the composure come out, and hopefully we'll see more of that in this next round.
Well, the perfect analysis from Caden Cunningham, the perfect chance now for the response for the host nation, a host of expectations on the shoulders of Wang Xingyi. As we see the head guard getting adjusted, it does have electronic sensors in it. Sometimes it might feel as if it doesn't because they haven't worked exactly as the way they should. But we'll get into the bones of that later on. Suffice to say that we're always trying to improve the protector system to make it the best version of Taekwondo. Bekalova took the first round by the merest of margins. Wang trying to come forward.
Straight away you've seen Wang come out trying to provoke, trying to make something happen, trying to get Bekalova to make a mistake. We'll see if that works for her going forward.
And she's coming forward again, trying to fake and intimidate, trying to bring out a response from the shorter fighter. Wants her coming in like that to go for the head. That was close.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very nice timing. Just making a miss, trying to extend out, get it there. A kick like that could score in this round going forward.
But it's Bekalova going forward this time. Kicks a little bit low. Nice hook underneath.
Yeah, very nice. Composed, dealt with the long leg coming forward and found a scoring opportunity. Now Bekalova will be looking to do the same thing as she did the last round, either extend the lead or hold it strong, keep and control the match. Wang, as she's doing now, is going to be pressuring forward for the rest of this round until she gets that point. maybe the headshot she's been looking for.
And she looks for it there, gets caught on the shoulder of Bekalova in blue. And often we look at the kicking leg, but the standing leg of Bekalova so strong as she goes for that short kick in the inside. Plenty of hours in the weights room, I know you do that.
Yeah, I do love the weights room, love the gym, getting strong, all for these moments.
It's the strong support from the fans in the stand. Wang Jingyi needs a response. Caden Cunningham has mentioned the headshot, but underneath Bekalova maybe taken away for holding.
Yeah, I think she's trying to deal with that front leg, and just on that occasion, I think she grabbed the foot. Good job from the referee there. Score's now back to closer, so we'll see how it finishes out.
And we get to enjoy that with you. Last 20 seconds, the business end now. There's the chop kick up to the face.
Very nice extension. She feels she got the point. They're going to go to a review now, and hopefully for her, she gets the 3 points.
And she was fast enough, wasn't she? Straight in there.
Straight in there, very fast. As China landed just inside the distance, she saw the opportunity and took it.
Well, Daniel Horasanjan, the man with the video review in his hands. Looks as if he's working at a call centre there, but calling in for a 3-pointer. Looks decent.
Looks decent to me. Feel like it definitely could have clipped. Maybe they'll look at a different angle.
I think Daniel will be quick
That's
on it.
enough. There he goes. There he goes. That's a headshot. Well earned. Like we said at the beginning, it's about tactics and composure in this one. And looks like Bekalova just had that in that minor moment. We'll see how she can see it off, hopefully.
Yeah, as you rightly say, the business end now. Can she do the business and put herself into the final? Tangled up in blue. She covers nicely with a shoulder there. The shorter fighter going the bigger distance. Good push kick as well. That one will kill the clock. Has she subdued the options of Wang? Good speed off the spot from Bekalova. She's fighting to the finish. Are we finished in this one? One more shot for Wang could be a decider. Doesn't want to give her space. Push kick to the body. Milana Bekalova. It could be all over for Wang. The Chinese fighter is going to have to settle. It's up on 4 for Gamjom. She hangs on. The strong standing leg, the strong spirit from the shorter fighter, Milana Bekalova, into the final. And Caden Cunningham, didn't she do well there?
She did very well, very well. Tactical game, she was composed. Not taking away anything away from Wang. I think she did herself and the whole crowd, her family, very proud. She changed up what she was doing in the second round. Bekalova just had a little bit more than her this time round, but I'm sure that'll only be fuel for her future and career going forward.
And speaking of that, she finishes in the same position as you did. How does that feel to you? Obviously, we see now Bekalova going forward to the final, and we'll see her there. We know that Wang has that World Championship bronze medal. Sometimes that gets pushed away. Oh, I want a gold and so on. It's something to be very proud of.
It doesn't. For myself, it's something I'm one who's guilty of not reflecting on enough and being proud of, but for herself at her age, it's definitely something to be proud of, and just confidence going forward. She's up there with the upper echelon of fighters there, this weight division anyway, so hopefully herself and her coaches can look at this day she's had, look at all the fights, review, and keep improving.
Into the upper echelon, as Caden says, onto the podium. The headshot seals it, a flick to the face. Milana Bekalova is into the final. Well, coming up next, Turkey, Emine Gogbakan against Kazakhstan's Aidana Kumartayeva. And they will know that waiting for them was the very impressive Milana Bekalova. And as we wait for the referees to come in, something if you're in the call room, do you watch who you're going to fight next? Do you leave that to the coach? How do you do that?
For myself personally, I think a lot of athletes do some reviews and video footage, and it seems helpful for them. For me, I prefer to just go out there and fight what's in front of me. I feel my style of fighting, people adapt how they fight when they come up against me because they've got to, I make them. But I like to just go in there and learn on the job. I think it brings out the best results. I enjoy myself the most. I'm not too pent up and resistant on what we've spoken about doing, so I don't look at them before, I don't look at them in the warm-up area. We just get out there and get it on.
Carlos Alcaraz approach the way that the tennis star does, just to go and get the feel, be positive. Who can hit the fields in this one and hit the big shots on the way in? Emine Gogbakan from Turkey. taking her time on the way in. A good start to her season as well.
Yeah, really good start. This year she won Turkish Open again. That's her third Turkish Open gold in the last 3 years. She's just come out of German Open, where they were trying out some new rules. She's trying to test herself in this preparation for Worlds. We're seeing on a training camp just a few weeks ago, us and the team went over. She's looking good. I'm excited for this fight for sure. She's a good fighter.
As evidenced there by 3 wins, Indonesia, Spain and Hungary, all falling by the wayside of Emine Gogbakan. But she's got an Emine of her own to deal with now. Aidana Kumartevia on the way into this one. And speaking of a lead up in terms of the season, bronze at the last 4 major opens, but nothing beyond that. So it's a big kind of breakout moment. Hasn't dropped her round all day. And I've had the chance to watch her. Team Kazakhstan have been investing a lot in the coaching and the setup. That mental preparation really beginning to make steps back up, because they've always been known as a strong nation, kind of went away a wee bit, but coming back strong.
Yeah, for me, I've seen some amazing talent from both the male side and the female side. They're definitely on the way up. The coaching seems sound. They seem like they're giving out some really strong performances. I expect to see one here. She's not lost a round all day, so definitely excited for this one. 2 great fighters.
Great fighters, great opportunity, and great to have you with us wherever you are. Hope you've got your feet up relaxing, and if you're sneakily watching it at work, good on you. Hope they're not paying you too much. Are they paying you for this, Caden?
Not enough, not enough.
I think that's fair. I think I saw you in the opening trailer as well, so I hope you're getting the image rights.
Well, we'll be speaking about that. It depends how my performance is on this commentary tonight.
Let us know what you think at home, but I'm sure you're delighted, as I am, to have the knowledge and skill of Caden. But who's got the skill and the will to find their way through to the final in this one? Team Turkey will be hoping it's Emine Gogbakan. Gogbakan, the taller of the two. Kumar Tayeva. And I know we talk about the height, it just kind of impacts. If you're used to being smaller, you can be used to dealing with bigger people, so it's not always a disadvantage.
Not always. For myself, I've always been fighting bigger people. Sometimes when I get across from someone my height or a bit smaller, it throws me off. I'm kicking over the head, but we'll see how this goes for these girls.
We certainly will. Kicking over the head straight there was Gogbakan as she goes high straight away. The -46 is a clash of style so far. Yom Ji-hun, centre referee, will be keeping her eyes peeled in this one. Push there just gets the little yellow light on for Turkey. That means that the connections are in her favour.
Very nice attempt from her there. She didn't think it hit. It looked like it could have from this angle, but good call from her not to waste the card. Maybe she'll need it down the line.
Aidana Kumarteva playing her cards right. Can she get into the right distance? Gogbakan, very aggressive. But that front leg to the face, a problem from the Kazakh fighter. Halfway through now. It's been a good first round, but no scores.
Nice punch attempt there. Coach clearly thinks that could have been a point, but Turkey's just been going forward, very strong, looking for scoring opportunities and leading to mistakes from Kazakhstan.
And the fans in the stand from Turkey and Kazakhstan having a little chant off to see who can cheer their fighter forward. 40 seconds will tell us. Gogbakan going for the head again. Good leaning back from Kumartayeva. Keeps herself out of the danger distance as we go the distance. Half a minute now.
Very nice back leg there. As she switched off in the distance, she took her opportunity that she'd been working towards. A lot of front leg work, but where she saw an opportunity for the back leg, she took it.
Takes the chance. Can she advance? She's got 3 up. Kumartayeva gets that one caught on the shoulder. Gogbakan closing things out now. Good movement from the Turkish fighter in blue. Well, Aidana Kumartayeva seemed to pause there and look at the scoreboard. The clock has beaten her, and it looks like the Turk will as well. Gamjom will make it a 2-point game. And the Turkish coach says, yep, get the hell out of there. Get back to the coaching corner. 1 point of a difference. And just for a moment there, Aidana Kumartayeva, not so much letting it go, but maybe getting caught in what's going on. What's it like dealing with the lights and the cameras and the whole presentation?
It is a lot. It is sort of two separate battles when you get in there. It's with yourself and your opponent. That's the physical, what you see going on. But also, it's a lot going on. You've got strong Turkish chants in the crowd, your team as well that you're not wanting to let down or disappoint, passionate coaches. There is a lot going on. I think in that round, Turkish shown she was composed and she was happy to be there. She was confident to take control of the ring and make the round hers.
Make the round hers, she did indeed, to the delight of the fans. You mentioned that coaching relationship. You and Nelson Miller seem to have that almost intuitive ability to understand each other. Was that instant, Caden, or did that take time to grow? Or
yeah, that was pretty much instant with me and Nelson. We get on very, very well and we understand each other. He trusts in me that if I decide to do something he hasn't said, that it's with the right sort of thought process. It's not from panicking or emotion. Same way when he says something, I trust that if I do that, it's going to get me results. And if it doesn't, it's come from the right place. That relationship between coach and athlete makes world champions, Olympic champions.
And that's what the coaches in the corner will be hoping, that they can get a touch of that Miller magic to get a chance there. The coach says, no, 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 don't throw the Turkish card away there. Gogbakan thought she'd got one up to the head, but she is still ahead now with that little yellow light on.
Very nice two body shots there. She's been provoking, giving a threat high the first 30 seconds of the round. And then when she saw it, she struck out nice and strong, nice and sharp to get them 4 points.
The fans in the stands on form and on song. Not hitting the high note so far. Gogbakan. Kumartayeva, can she get up and over with that front leg? Hasn't seen anything in terms of changing the angle of attack. Might have to get a move on now with a minute to go.
Coach is very expressive now for Kazakhstan. I think she's wanting her to go, push the pace, and essentially she's got to kick to win. So that's what you can tell she's sort of wanting to get her to do. Turkey not really needing to change much. She's persistent, strong, really long with that leg. And I'm sure she'll keep a similar thesis going forward to see the fight off.
As you say, that similar thesis, can she graduate with honours here with 25 to go, 4 points up. Kumartayeva has work to do, but time in which to do it. 20 seconds for the Kazakh.
Nice exchange there. She needs more of it though. There's 10 seconds left. We'll see how she does.
Into the dying embers, 6-2, the scores on the board, 4 of a difference. We saw difficulties for Gogbakan in the first. She overcame them. We saw similar consternation and trouble for the Turk in the second, but she was very, very good. A super second puts her into her first World Championship final. Great moments for Turkey. And Milana Bekalova, the all-neutral athlete, will be waiting in that one. Excellent performance. Aidana Kumartayeva, credit-worthy with that bronze medal. And that final, Caden, one to look forward to.
Yeah, one to look forward to for sure. They're both very young, clearly very expressive and sure of themselves, confident in what they're doing. So, may the best fighter win.
Wise words from Caden Cunningham. Plenty of cheering from the Turkish fans. A World Championship final. Any pressure is all gone. The chance to go for gold awaits for Bekalova. Can she get it done? Or will Emine Gogbakan overcome in this one? We have seen ourselves through the first 2 semi-finals of the women's 46. Men's minus 80s coming up now. Well, a wonderful arena here in Wuxi and a wonderful stage now for Korea, China, the all-neutral athletes, and of course Brazil. A brace of semi-finals as we brace ourselves now for the welterweights, and there's not much longer to wait because they're going to bring the power, the speed and the skill, and none more so than the well-known So Gong-woo against the relative newcomer, Zhang Kuai-Zhan. Zhang Jinshan. What can he do in this one? So Gong-woo, of course, Caden, a fighter that you know very well.
Yeah, very good friends. He's an amazing fighter. We've had a couple of test matches together, a lot of sparring, and a lot of laughs, a lot of hard kicking. But yeah, amazing fighter. Loads of medals over the last few years. Everyone knows him as persistent, constant, aggressive, energetic. So I'm sure we'll see that now in the semi-final. He's a fighter who definitely will never give up.
And here he comes. He's been so good for so long. So Gong-woo, flanked there by Nam Yun Bae, formerly of Pung Seng High School, and now the professor at Hanguk Chedi, an old training partner of mine and a good friend. So we've both had the chance to share the ring with the coaches and then the fighters. You've been in there with So Gong-woo. You see his personality, but you've also, and you're a fit guy yourself, but that ability to stay at the same pace, I haven't seen anyone really do that as well as So Gong-woo.
Yeah, at this weight division, there's a lot of tall fighters, a lot of shorter fighters that are very strong, very explosive. But what he's got is that ability to just go all the way, six minutes every time. Whether the card's being played, whether the referee is stopping it, he's ready to go and kick. And with that, I'm sure he goes home with a smile every time, win or lose.
He surely does. He's all smiles at the moment. Will he have something to sail about in this one? Chi Jiangshin on the way in. And on the way through against Denmark, Greece and Iran. And that was a win by withdrawal against Dawood of Denmark, so he'll be pretty fresh on the way into this one. But he won't be getting by So Gong-woo with any great ease in this one. A composed figure is Chi Jiangshin. And of course for Chi Jiangshin against So Gong-woo, what will Jiangshin have to do to win in this one?
Try very hard, keep persistent, keep composed. The way to beat a fighter who's so persistent on going forward is find the shots, keep the lead when you've got it, and just be ready to go the long distance, go to deep waters.
Well, they'll go to deep waters in this one. Ayman Jalal Al-Abdare, the Jordanian centre referee in this one. And you can see instantly Chi Jiangshin wouldn't look out of place in the -87s, which was yesterday, of course. But here today, it's the men's under 80s, the welterweights. And you can guarantee that it won't be very hard to find So Gong-woo.
Not at all.
Always coming forward, always up in the face. Can he keep that composure as Nam Yun Bae, the coach in the corner, tries to shout over the din of the DJ.
Nice start from China. He's not giving him too much respect just because of what he's been doing and winning over the last couple of years. I like how this fight can go.
Kesok Abro, the coach, saying keep going forward, but as you say, regardless of reputation, Chi Jiangshin has started well here. Got the little yellow light on, matching the red and yellow of the Chinese flag, but no signs that he's flagging in terms of energy. So Gong-woo up there and ready as always.
China's doing well to try take control of that centre ring. You don't want to be stuck too much at the edge against So Gong-woo. There he goes, getting that point. Now he's got that lead. He needs to persist with that, try extend that, and see what mistakes he can draw out of Korea.
Yeah, as you say, work to the body. Maybe it would work to the head as well. Goes again, big back leg boot from the man in red. Doesn't score. But So Gong-woo not far away with the back kick. This one bubbling up nicely.
Some very nice exchanges. I like that back leg, very sharp, very strong, confident. Seo nearly getting that back kick off. But it's good to see some good exchanges, live exchanging, not too much fencing.
Yeah, they're not sitting on the fence. Chi Jiangshin has the lead. Jayo, the call from the fans, which means more oil to turn up the heat. I think we're going to have a little possible test of the protector here.
Yeah, there's a couple of coaches asking for tests today to test out this system, see what's hitting, what's not hitting. It did register 20. They've got to hit 23 in this weight category to get the points. So it was close on that kick he just threw, but the system's saying it's all okay so far.
And Ivo just keeping a sharp eye on this. The belt is fastened. Who can belt one to the body? So far it was the big score from Chi Jiangshin. We're back underway.
Very nice head kick attempt. Just giving a threat up there. Wasn't a scoring technique, but there he goes, giving him something to worry about. So dropped his head, looking for that, to get away from that headshot. He got the body there.
Dropped one to the body, as you say, and Chi Jiangshin not messing about. He's putting a lot of weight behind these shots.
He is. We can hear him from over here. And I'm sure so will be feeling those at the end of the day. They're both just men. Heavy kicks are heavy kicks.
And heavy expectations now for So Gong-woo. Comes in the more decorated on paper, but the match, of course, fought on the mat. But both men trying to get into uncharted territory of World Championship final. Chop kick not far away there into the dying stages now. Good shot again. Chi Jiangshin closing this one out. He'll take the gam jump. But barring the big spin, he's going to take the first round as well. And in terms of what China would have wanted for Chi, that's a perfect start.
Honestly, beautiful. He didn't have to get into too much wrestling, too much wasted energy. He stayed composed. Like I said at the beginning, the way to win this fight for him is to be composed, find the shots when they're there, don't force them, and get CO to make some mistakes.
And mistakes he did make. Couldn't get out of the road of the big bang from Jiang. I think we've got half of Wuxi in here with us here tonight. It's full. Good atmosphere.
Yeah, seems that way. I'm sure that can only help him going forward. It's always nice when you've got a home crowd, your supporters there. And so far, it's propelling him into this next round.
He's got the motivation and the backing, but he's got So Gong-woo in front of him. Final words, Kong Fan Tao, the coach in the corner, giving out the instructions. The referee doing well to be heard. So here we go, the business end. So Gong-woo needs to take round two. Chi Jiangshin needs one to win. And what chances now do we see So Gong-woo spinning and going upstairs, because the taller fighter sometimes doesn't expect it. Can he change up the momentum so far created by Jiang?
Really nice threat again towards the head. Going forward in the rounds, that's where he's going to be worrying about what's coming towards him. He's getting a bit frustrated not being able to be in that short distance. The referee's doing a good job not letting him stay there too long. Seo likes that close game, so we'll see if he gets any luck there.
Speaking of a close game, he lands a little shot on the inside, kicks the gam jump to the delight of the coach in the corner and the Korean fans in the stand. 3 up now. Yeah, I think the referees are going to come up with a punch there, Caden.
Yeah, nice pressure going forward. The kicks going forward hasn't been working too much off his front leg, so he tried a punch, and there he's found some success. I'm sure we'll see some more punches. I'm expecting a high section technique from So Gong-woo soon, but we'll see.
But will Jiang see it? He's going to have to block it if he does, because it's good head kicks attempt from the big man in red, the taller of the two. But up against So Gong-woo, who's, again, pretending to kick there, just doing a little dance in the middle, keeping things blocked off as we block off the first minute.
Can hear the supporters in the crowd, but it's up to Jiang now to keep his own composure and try to figure out what's next. He's not got the benefits and advantage now of being ahead and having him come to him. He's going to have to push the pace a little bit if he wants to find these points.
Wise words of Caden Cunningham, who knows his way around the top level. Hoot hoot, the call from Yun Bei, which means to keep the pressure on, keep in that distance, give Jiang something to do as he tries to come forward to the face as we face up to the last 30.
Yeah, very nice attempt again towards the head there. I just don't think he's got full confidence in that. I'd like to see a little bit of a setup first with his front leg, sort of get into the right distance before he goes so explosive. But he's going out there, he's giving it his all. So we'll see how this last 20 plays out.
We will see that out with you. Will it be So Gong-woo to pull himself back into contention? Dropped the first round. Because Jiang An opportunity to come back. Spins from the Chinese fighter, a little bit dangerous, but worth going for. The 4-point kick would be the reward for Qi Jiangxin. But So Gongwu is showing his Chungshin, which is to concentrate. Takes the gam jump, 2-point game, nice. Runs around the back of the ref. Well, I liked it, but the referee didn't. 4-3, the score's on the board. Back leg blasting in from the Chinese fighter. Has he done it? No, he has not. Back to the corner he goes. Close one there.
Yeah, close one. Very clever from So just there. Trying to get around the referee. I seen him do it earlier, and it's honestly not too bad a strategy. Just there, he was a little bit too evasive, trying to avoid the fight. Too obvious. Yeah. He'd sort of put his hand on the referee, which we can't be doing as Taekwondo athletes. But that's a specialty of his. He's very creative. He finds a way. Just there, he's done that in that second round. And he'll be looking forward to this next one now.
It was something you were talking about as well as we're coming in here. And it was more about the fact about the being able to feel creative and make things up as you go along. Obviously, that's built on a base of the training stuff, the stuff that you need are the fundamentals. And then it's that creativity on top.
Yes, exactly. And that all comes from the confidence within yourself. Not from a place of, oh, I think I'm the best I can beat anyone. But I know I've trained hard enough to risk this and try this, and if it doesn't go my way, I'm going to keep working. I'm fit enough, strong enough to get this win. And again, like we were saying with the coach, my coach trusts in me that if I start doing things that maybe cost more energy, he knows that I trust in myself. He trusts in me that we work that hard in the gym, that we can do things like that and express ourselves best we can.
And who can express himself now down the stretch in this one? You mentioned the fitness and the stamina required. You can guarantee that So Gongwu will be there when it comes to any stamina race. Qi Jiangxin looked a little bit more leg weary, the taller of the two, maybe boiling down in weight to get to 80. But we don't have to wait for long. Who's going to make it through to the final? All square. So Gongwu's with a step through side kick, old school style. And even though those are not scoring shots, they eat up a bit of time and create a bit of momentum. Headshot again, not far away. But the radar of So Gongwu is switched on. 30 seconds gone.
You can see both coaches stood up, like we've seen all day. Very passionate, want to be involved. We'll see now if Zhang's coach has been able to compose him, bring him back down to earth and give a similar display to he did in his first round, controlling the fight.
As you say, standing room only in the coaching boxes. I wonder, do you think that gives him a better view as well?
I think so. I think it's more, they can't really keep sat. It's very exciting. They're very passionate. They care about their athletes. So they want to be there. They want to be heard. They want to be involved. A lot of coaches are ex-athletes, so naturally, they're probably wanting to jump in there with us.
That would be one worth watching. Tag team, bring your coach in, see who can last. But lasting nicely there with a twisting kick to the body. So Gongwu 2 up. Still plenty time though. This the decider.
Yeah, very nice twist from him there just a moment ago. I seen he threw one earlier. He's not throwing them often, but every time he does, he seems to be scoring. Maybe we'll see it later in the fight. He loves that coming round the side. It's not working out for him this fight so far, so I'm sure he'll use more than twists.
He's used the twist and he's in with a shout of getting into the final now. Half a minute. Zhang Caixi tries to get into the clinch, but just signs perhaps that the Chinese fighter sucking in air here, trying to get his stamina back. Does. That's going to be an energy boosting shot for him.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. He's getting in the mix. He's not avoiding the fight. He's not settling for a bronze. He's going to try find it. So up with one registration. So it's really, really close in it. There he goes. He's got the back leg. He's standing in the distance and he's seeing his opportunity. We'll see now him go right until the very end from So.
And So is on the go. Qi Jiangxin on his way to the final. Closing it out. We haven't seen a head kick yet from the Korean. Goes for it this time. Careering back and forward. 4 seconds separate China from the first final. Big chop kick misses. The back leg lands. The gam jump will make it a 4-3 game. Is there time for So Gongwu? Needs a score. Can he get it? Oh, I think he's gone too soon there, Qi Jiangxin. He's relying on the yellow light being on for him. Has he got enough time? He has. He gets through it by the very merest of margins. The smart play for Qi Jiangxin, overcoming So Gongwu. To the coin at the end there.
Yeah, for sure. I think definitely an upset for fans of who's been watching over the last few years. So Gongwu's a really, really strong fighter. But I think he just didn't quite persist in that first round how we all expect him to. Normally, the breaking them down starts from the very beginning. But no takeaways from Zhang. Very strong in that first round. Second round is where you probably saw a bit of a composure loss, maybe the occasion getting to him. He didn't seem too sharp, but in that last one, he persisted. He was ready to be the last one to break, and it rewarded him in the end.
It surely did. The reward that goes to So Gong Woo, who did, as you said, come in smiling and leave smiling with a bronze. Not the colour he wanted for the medal, but as you mentioned there, not the typical So Gong Woo performance. How much of that is the Korean, which is maybe hard for you to know, but how much of that is down to Chi Jiangshin just making it difficult for him?
Yeah, I think he's a new fighter as well, and when I jumped on the scene, there were certain fighters I beat that I'm confident it was from a place of, I don't know this kid, I don't know what's going on, I can't play my exact comfortable game. So maybe there was an element of that, but also from him and his coach, the crowd here, he's put on a really good performance and he's earned himself a place in the final. So yeah, really good fight. I enjoyed it. This next matchup, hopefully going to be just as exciting, if not more so.
And we get to share that one with you. Semi-final number 2. That'll do nicely. All neutral athlete against Brazil coming up next. Martin Maitarev against Enrique Marquez Rodriguez Fernandez, a big name, the Brazilian. And as we welcome the referees, it's a warm welcome to Martin Stamper as well, who's at home messaging you saying that he's enjoying the commentary.
Yes, exactly that, and I'm glad you are, Stamper. Appreciate that. A lot of love for Coach Stamper.
Yep, one of the wisest of all. Might not look it, but certainly acts it. Martin knows his way around, as does Mutfaf Zorgani, our centre referee in charge of this one. But who can stamp their authority as we go forward in this one? And here he comes, Artem Maitarev, a mighty, imposing figure. All smiles, and 4 good wins today has put him into this position. Any thoughts on his style? Have you had much chance to see him?
Yeah, I've been watching him. I've seen him in a couple of comps this year. He's very strong, very strong. You can tell his coach has a big impact in how he fights. There's moments he definitely loses composure against a faster athlete, a bit sharper, but he's earned himself a place here, so he's definitely of that world level. We'll see what Enrique delivers now, who's also a world-class fighter.
Yep, the broad shoulders of Maitarev. Well, they have a medal of some colour around those at the end. Which one's it going to be? Trying to stop him, even trying to drop him, Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez. Recently winning the Rio Open, and big wins, most notably there against CJ Nicholas.
Yeah, them two have had quite a few fights now, each one going a different way pretty much every time. CJ got the win back in Korea at the last GP Challenge, and this time Enrique is taking it. Both amazing fighters, both good friends of mine, both deserving of being here, so it's Enrique's turn today.
It certainly is. Can he keep that turn going and turn over Maitarev? And it'll be the turn of CJ Nicholas to do the co-commentating tomorrow, so I'm hoping you're going to give him a bit of coaching and guidance the way Skylar Park did for you today.
Yep, I'll be here. I'll be giving whatever advice I can, but he's very composed on a mic, very knowledgeable fighter, so I'm sure we'll be all good.
Looking forward to it. Muftaz Zorgani will also be looking forward to a quiet match, you would hope. Referees there for the safety of the fighter. If they give out 5 gam jumps, 5 penalties, the round is over. But where we are rounding in towards the last semi-final of the men's -80s. Just to whet your appetite further, women's heavyweights, the +73s, they'll be coming up after this one, and that will be one to look forward to. Uzbekistan, China, Turkey and Great Britain. Lauren Williams back in business. Can she do the business and get into a World Championship final in her new division? But it's all about this one now. The men's 80s. The big Brazilian. And the coach just having a little check here. and I'm not quite sure what the delay is. We did have quite a sizable delay. You and I were about to talk about it. Is it a mouthpiece?
Yeah, I think he's missing his mouth guard. He's dropped it or forgot it behind there. But you see his coach coming down now with it, so hopefully we'll get going soon.
He can't handle the tooth. That's all it is.
It's all about safety. You don't want your teeth getting kicked out. In this game, any weight division, anyone can take a shot to the face, so you want to be careful of them sort of things.
Got to be on guard and got to be on time with the mouth guard as well. He's that composed, he doesn't even need it. So will he be smiling with all of his teeth, hopefully for him? Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez.
I'm excited for this one.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
What are we looking at in terms of styles? Similar styles, clash of styles?
Similar styles. I think with that comes more clashes as opposed to when you see a front leg dominant against a back leg dominant. But we'll see how they start here.
Certainly will. Artem Maitarev, not hard to find. Gets into the clinch straight away. The clinch, of course, when they're close to each other. Kicking distance when they can both hit each other. Punching distance, not far away there for Rodriguez. And then the safe distance when they move back and think about what they're going to do. And if you are new to it, sensors on the socks, body and head. And basically, if you're wearing red, kick blue. And vice versa, almost a chop kick to the head there. Well blocked there for the Brazilian. Keep an eye on the fighter's arms as well. One more good punch. That's two now.
Yeah, really nice. He's getting them attempts throwing. I think he does his best when he's changing stances, when he's being really free and instinctive in what he's doing. If Blue gets him to slow himself down and become a bit reactive, that's where he'd find more success, in my opinion. But we'll see. It started really strong from Brazil.
Keeping the pressure on. Holding the centre. Maitarev just leaves a space.
There he goes. He's got his reward for them punches. He's been persistent with it. Nailing that front hand punch. Nice and strong. Man in a pretty good position. Maybe he could find something else after that. Really nice counter. Straight back in with a punch. Unlucky not to get it there. But he's sharp. Being instinctive like we spoke about before. So hopefully he'll keep that up.
Can Maitarev stifle that creativity and find some of his own? It's been one pace from the man in blue. Changing it up, trying to come forward now against a very sharp-looking Fernandez indeed. A couple of ferocious punches. Has put him up here, 3 up.
Nice spin attempts there. I think he's being quite sporadic in his movements. He's not really setting up too much with the front leg to try find something. But one of these shots could hit at any moment, like that head attempt just there.
Gets the shoulder out of the way, gets the leg up to block the back kick. Lots of subtlety and clever work from both men now. Last 10 seconds. Rodriguez Fernandez happy to stay in the clinch. The referee will try and separate them. Maitarev, does he go for the big spin? Does. It won't be the big one. Not certain why the referee stepped in there because he wasn't quite off the ring. Gam jump given. 2 points of a difference. Steps through, reverse turning kick. Nice anticipation from Rodriguez. And that one just as well to get out the road of that one.
Yeah, really nice step in. He read the technique. It's always risky when you're doing those things, but I think for him, that was clearly the better option as opposed to running out. Blue thought, I think sort of seen a flash come up on a registration, thought he got the point, so he stopped attacking. But Brazil had great control of that round. He deserved the win.
Surely did. One in the pocket. Can he put himself into the final? Artem Maitarev has work to do, but has another round minimum to try and turn things round here. He's enjoying it anyway.
He seems very happy. He's clearly happy to be here. Maybe he feels he's very aware of the mistakes he made. That sometimes happens. Sometimes I walk off after a round and I know that there's a lot better I can give and show to everyone. So I'm ready to just get back out there, waiting for that minute to tick down as quick as it can.
And tick-tock goes the clock, and we're back in to the business end of it now. Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez, a good strong start. You mentioned that front hand punch, a couple of big jabs, but it's the jabbing front leg from Maitarev in blue. Changes stance now. What can he do? Needs a big score to get back into this. Good start from the Brazilian. 2 up now.
Really nice. There you go again. Nice front arm punch attempts. One corner ref thought it was a punch, one didn't, so no point for him. Really nice coming under there. Seen some great examples of that on my fight day, and Uzbek fighter did that to myself. Really nice. Controlling the distance, and he's not giving him any space to breathe. He's trying to stamp his claim in this ring and puncher's ticket to the final.
As he punched one up to the head, that looked like a decent... The front leg that you mentioned, picking off to the body. Lean back a little bit further. Did this one flick to the face? That is the question from the coach. So in Taekwondo, we do have the video review system until January. I want to get your thoughts on that in the next gap, but let's have a little look at this. Caden here, that look wants to crack off the ear, perhaps.
Looks clean to me. Looks like it caught as he came in. Really nice changing angles there. Give him a different look. He'd given him the threat to the body twice. He came in with his arms down to block that shot as he stepped through. So he took it high. And did he get the 3 points? Yes, he did. There you go. 7-0. Really strong start. 30 seconds in. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we certainly will. If you were to draw a Taekwondo technique, that was perfect. That was like a logo from a club there. So I'm sure back in the Quest team, they'll be cheering you on as well.
Oh, for sure. I'm hoping so.
But on the Quest now to the final. Opportunities for Maitarev to try and come back into this. Rodriguez has looked very good indeed. Big punches in bunches at the start, plus a big crack up to the jaw. A good start to the Brazilian.
Really nice, really nice. I was just going to say he's changing stances. He's definitely trying to find different techniques. And just there rewarded him. Really strong kick to the head there that Enrique didn't even see coming.
It was like an overhead kick in football there.
Exactly. He's trying to show that Zlatan Ibrahimovic in himself.
A fellow Taekwondoist, but the big goal now for Rodriguez is just to calm things down a little bit there. He did take one to the jaw, so Artem Maitarev. Good push to the body.
Really nice, really nice. Enrique wasn't quite sure where it was going. He wanted to close the distance. He's only got 50 seconds here. He needs to regain his control. Nice punch attempt, but keep Maitarev at bay and control the round.
3 points of a difference, just over 30 seconds. Step up, back kick, scores.
Really nice, really nice. Tenacious technique. He tried it, not many do, but he did, and it's rewarded him. He's ahead now.
Tries with a reverse turn kick, gets the shoulder up there. They're going through the repertoire here, Caden.
Yeah, I think he's wanting to get his own back for that spin kick that he threw. But there's no need. I think he needs to compose himself, realise there's only 2 points in it. At this stage now, he does have a spin. He's going to be looking for a headshot or a spin of his own to either level it out strong or get ahead.
Speaking of get ahead, he gets one to the body, tries hard to blast it in. He thought for sure that he was going through at the first time of asking. Rodriguez, well, not the big spin again from Maitarev going through the repertoire. These ones are energy sapping. As the clock ticks down, Rodriguez needs one score. Can't get it. Now, we're going to talk about the techniques when we see the highlights, but talk about now the momentum that swings the other way, because you're there, you're in the World Championship final, and now it's gone.
Yeah, and there you see Enrique lose a little bit of composure at the end. He threw a back leg, looked at the score when there was only a few seconds left. He should have really just persisted and seen what might have stuck. But from Maitarev, he was very composed. Like we've seen, he was laughing in between that round. He clearly has the confidence that when he throws his techniques, they're going to score. And he's doing it there. Really nice headshot there. That looks strong. It sounded strong from over here. And that put it into his court. The ball was then in his court. It was very free there with that jumping, spinning, whatever the hell. It's something. Enrique definitely disappointed with himself. Had he got the lead, and he started so strong in that first 30 seconds.
And you know what I like? Watched Taekwondo for many years and been around it for many more. Is when you see techniques during a match at this level that look like they would on a pad. That looks as if someone's practicing a step-up back kick for the first time there. Perfect execution. We saw the same with Enrique's front leg to the face. It shows that you've got to have the fitness, you've got to have the psychology as well, but the technique, it has to be crisp.
It has to be there. You have to be training in the gym, working hard, or else you can't trust yourself to throw these kind of techniques. And it's beautiful for viewers back home.
Surely is, wherever you're watching from. Hope you're enjoying the Taekwondo. If you're fighting this week, good luck to you. If you're fighting right now, keep it going, because Maitarev and Rodriguez serving up a mighty clash here.
Front hand punch again. Nice attempts. One ref again thought it scored, one didn't. Nice persistence there with that stab. We've been seeing that a lot with this new KPMP system. Stabs, even though it looks like it might be hitting the arm, they're sliding through, and as if they're strong enough, they're hitting.
Is it working as well to the head as you would like?
For me, no. I think there's been some clear examples this competition where the head guards aren't as efficient as what they should be. Hopefully they'll fix that going forward.
Yeah, for sure. I think we would all echo that. I'm sure KPMP are aware of that. Dedo doing a lot better since their problems back in Guadalajara. But the problems now for Maitarev are mighty, but not insurmountable. Just 3 up with just over a minute to go.
Now it's up to Enrique to keep his composure, not take his foot off the gas too much, but definitely not give away points, give away opportunities. Maitarev seems tired to me the way he walked out the ring just a second ago for his Ganjam. So I'd definitely be exploiting that.
How?
And finding some more points. For me, it's sticking behind that stab that he scored and doing what he's just done there with kicking him out. He's not ready to get into them big exchanges. He's got a couple more explosive actions left, so I'd make him use them on my terms when I want him to.
Can he turn that into action here?
Bora, bora.
That's the call from the coach indeed. There's opportunities now with 2 points of a difference. Backline tourniquet, as you say, the steam has gone out of the shots from Maitarev.
Yeah, Enrique needs to not get lazy now, not fall into that slow game that's in front of him. He's trying. One of those shots could land. 22 there on the registration. He only needs 23. Going into the last 10 seconds now.
The business end. Tries with the back kick. That was that one explosive action that he had. Goes again with the spin. Can he get the win? Rodriguez says no. Sees him off and sees himself through. What a performance. He had it one and done, and then he had to redo it, but he managed it.
But he managed, and you see how much it means there to him, whether it's gratitude or fatigue. I'm sure he's very happy. He persisted, he stayed composed. We've seen him at times do beautiful first rounds and then really just let it go in the next two. But there, he let it slip, but then he brought it back, and that's what matters. No one will be looking at how he got the spot into the final, but he's there. He'll be happy, and I'm sure he'll be making the most of it in a few matches' time.
No question about it. Enrique Marquez Rodriguez Fernandez salutes to the heavens. Well done to him. Can he get one more big win against China's Qi Jiangxin? We get to find out in your company. Congratulations to Team Brazil. Artem Maitarev will take that hard-fought bronze medal here at the World Championships. And congratulations to him. He'll be back on the podium later on. Now, that's all the semi-finals in the men's -80s complete. We'll let you enjoy some of the highlights, and then we'll turn our collective attentions to the women's heavyweights. That's coming up next. Well, he holds his arms aloft. There's a statue of that back in Rio. And it's a really good opportunity for him now to go to the final. And it's our opportunity to cast our eye over the women's +73s here. Uzbekistan, China, Turkey and Great Britain up in this one. World medalists, Olympic medalists, Olympic champions, all for your entertainment here. And not much longer to wait now. Svetlana Osipova against Mu Wunju. As we welcome the referees into this one. Concentration required for them. Holding the centre is Maxim Gauss. And a warm welcome back to Renata, the Croatian judge in the corner. Good to see the experienced judges involved as well. But speaking of experience, a super summer for this young lady here.
Yes, Svetlana, last year, Paris Olympics, got silver just like myself. I think she's an amazing fighter, very strong. She's been on the last couple of podiums of the World Championships in this division. Very strong, very clever fighter. Recently, she's been in Europe, winning different competitions over there, all in preparation for the Worlds. And I'm excited to see what she can perform now with.
And she performed resolutely with 3 big wins on the way in. I'm glad you said that was a year ago. I thought that time has gone. What happened?
Time has completely just flew by. But it's all part of enjoying life.
Certainly is. And speaking of a year ago, in a year's time, the Youth Olympic Games will be on our dais in Dakar. And at the last Youth Olympic Games, Mu Wenju took a bronze, so she knows her way around. Since then, Grand Slam silver in Wuxi, so she knows how to get things done. A close-fought battle against Hannah Keck put her through in this one. And a recent gold at the Grand Prix Challenge in Charlotte, where she lost to Song Dabin. Can she be on song in this one? Mu Wenju, all smiles. Youngster enjoying it too?
Yeah, she's loving it. I'm sure her family's up there. She's loving it up. Same from the Chinese fighter. You can tell she's definitely about to embrace this crowd. Hopefully take that fire and passion going forward into this fight, as she's against a very strong competitor. So I'm excited for this one. Hopefully it'll be a good matchup.
And of course, you mentioned there the excitement that the crowd generates. What's important now for Svetlana Osipova, we know how fast she is off the spot. She showed that really adeptly, to the delight of Pavel Khan, the coach in the corner. What does she bring to the party?
For her, I think definitely she lost around to Hannah Keck. She sort of panicked and maybe made the wrong decisions. So I think for Svetlana, it's making her make those mistakes, staying strong, because the arsenal she's got and the speed at which she can kick 100% could come to her advantage in this fight if she makes it so.
As you say, that composure required to create that advantage. Osipova full of composure. Mu Wenju full of expectation. But she looks quite calm, Caden. She's more than ready for this.
She looks really calm, really confident. So hopefully we'll see that exude in this fight.
Extra points for the use of word exude there for Caden Cunningham, like that. The countdown is on. But who can find the right kicks at the right time and exude that confidence? As mentioned, Uzbekistan or China. Kim Jong-shik, the coach in the Chinese corner. Former world champion back in Jeju 2001. But his charge trying to replicate that here and put herself in the final. Mu Wenju quick off the spot and that standing leg rapidly moving across the ring. And we know how good that Osipova is in at that close distance.
Yeah, she's really good at getting a leg up in them tight areas. When one thinks the fencing and the clashing, she's ready to go explosive up and find the head.
Well, the only thing you can hear at the moment was the coach and that little pop off the body for Mu Wenju. The crowd not having much to cheer about halfway through.
I feel like they're both really trying to feel each other out, get a better understanding of the distance and the range and what they're trying to implement for their own game. Chinese fighters coach, very quiet. I think they've got a game plan to keep it calm, control the ring, and find the shot when it's there, not force it. Nice hook attempt there. To the back of the head, no Ganjam, but no points.
Halfway through now as we point towards the business end. Osipova yet to really commit, keeping her head well back. The reason for that, the long front leg of Mu Wenju.
There's a point. She's been feeling it, and there she found it. Nice and easy, trying to got too close into a distance. But that happens when you give Pearson control of the registrations. Ganjam for her now. Slightly close, we'll see how much China can push the pace if Svetlana can show her experience.
Pushing the pace, but pushing one to the body is Svetlana Osipova. The round isn't over, but Mu Wenju doesn't have much time left. She's created the gam jump. The coach is asking her to come up and over the chop kick here. The Chinese coach. Is there time? Osipova will back up. Doesn't take her eyes off of Mu Wonju, quite wise. Another gam jump. Eyes on the clock as well. 2 seconds to go. Stands strong. Osipova composed, organised, and ultimately just the right things at the right time.
Yeah, for sure. She didn't waste too much energy. I'm sure she'll be feeling ready to go in the next round. She was up on registration. She knew she didn't have to chase her. She knew the pressure would be on China at some point whenever she chose to take it. And when she did, she took the points both times. She knew at the end of the round she had Ganjum to play with, so she was confident just to go out, keep her eyes on so nothing was flying towards her face, but nice and composed. That's where, for me, I think you see the experience from a fighter like Osipova.
And you were talking about being up on registrations and also composure. Are you aware, as we see the little yellow light on the floor there, are you aware that the yellow light is on?
Yeah, for me personally, I'm always aware. I feel very in tune with what's going on with the referee, even my opponent's coach, the scoreboard and the registration. Some fighters, sometimes it can slip your mind. Fights can get very intense, but for the most part, I feel I kick more than fighters. It's often that I'm up, but when I'm down, I'm very well aware of that and I know what I need to do to get them points back.
For that wide field of vision, as we narrow ours towards this conclusion. Svetlana Osipova took the first round, not easy, but made it look straightforward. Mu Wonju has had success in Muju before, but that one flicked up to the face for Osipova. We mentioned that speed, Caden.
Yeah, really nice extension. Very confident that she hit that straight away, put her hand up, but didn't for 1 second take her focus away from her opponent, which we do see since these head guards have been a bit less sensitive. I've seen fighters both kick each other in the head and both stop looking for the coach to put the points on, instead of keeping action flowing and trying to extend that lead further and get more shots off. As we see here, really nice, lands straight in front of her face. Coach is happy, I'm sure she's happy. Nice way to start the fight, 10 seconds in.
You mentioned the head guards. I know you've been fighting since the Dutch Open at -49 in cadets. You've seen every variation of body armours as Leith Othman signals the 3. Are the new headgears heavier than before?
They are heavier, honestly. To be honest, when I put them on, they don't feel too bad, but holding them, they're very heavy. They're a bit stiffer, but I like the aesthetic of it. I just don't think the functionality is where it needs to be for this elite athlete performances.
They need form over fashion, but can to fashion a headshot there might be worth a little look to Kim Jong-sik, the coach in the corner, who stands up belatedly. Thought that looked quite a good shot there.
It looked like a good shot to me, but neither fighter reacted. The coach is confident, so we'll see what this card video review shows.
And Maxime Gauss handing over to Leith Othman. And of course, anything below the ankle connecting with anything above the chin strap would score. Thoughts here on this one, Caden?
Just watching it in the slow-mo. Oh, I'm not sure. It looks like from the angle, maybe. Maybe a hand stopped it. Maybe very, very. Either way, it's minor. Oh, he's giving it. He's giving it. All respect to China. Can't take anything away from the persistence she was giving. She's going in there aggressive, looking for her points, and she's been rewarded there. We'll see what response we get from Osipova now.
Well, we surely will. The marginal contact is the marginal gain now for Mu Wonju. She's 1 round down. She's 1 little yellow light up.
Straight away, she's back in there trying to regain her respect. She's got the registration on the board to make it level peggings now. We'll see how China reacts. She's going to accept a bit more pressure from Osipova now and see if she can go there with the experience vet.
And how positive will that experience be? A minute or so will tell us. Svetlana Osipova's shin guard has come loose, well spotted by the referee. Was in fact the foot protector. Kim Jong-sik there, and Pavel Khan. What can they do in this one to help their charges take charge with a minute to go, all tied up? Osipova holding the centre, holds up her leg, drags that one down. Good speed off the spot there from Mu.
Really nice. She's noticed that Osipova looked at the scoreboard to see if she scored instead of trusting in a coach to tell her or hearing it from the system. China's gone directly forward. She's unlucky not to score that stab. It was quite strong. But we'll see the response now.
Speaking of strong, big cheers from the crowd. Mu Wangzhu trying to come forward. Svetlana Osipova, that standing leg rock steady, keeps herself balanced as we tick towards the last 20.
Yeah, really strong. You definitely don't want to be hanging legs with her, falling into that short distance, because that's where she'll definitely punish. But she's up now by a few on the registrations, so Osipova's going to have to be looking for a scoring technique, a ganjum, whatever it may be, to seal the deal.
And if she can seal that deal, she's straight into the final. If not, we're going to decide a step through back kick, the attempt from the Uzbeki. And she's beckoned forward by a coach. She's on the cusp there. Good work. Mu Wangzhu, the biggest cheer of the day. She was right on the edge there, Caden.
She was really, really close to the edge. I thought Osipova were going to go with a couple more direct techniques instead of scoring opportunities. It was one ganjum. I'm not sure she realised how close she was to the edge, but that's the fight game. You can't always see absolutely everything. She tried, but she's got another round now to try get into the final.
Speaking of the fight game, as we wait for the conclusion of this one, mixed martial arts experience. You took a bit of time out post Paris. Yeah. What was that like?
Yeah, lovely. I love punching people in the face. We can't do it in Taekwondo, so I went to MMA.
Can't do it in here either, by the way.
No, not in here, right. I think we'll be all right for the tonight.
For the time being.
For the time being. But yeah, MMA for me is really fun to do. I love learning different martial arts. I think for me it's aided certain elements of Taekwondo, reading distance. It's just giving me different looks and figuring out how to change my movement about. For me, the most beautiful part about Taekwondo being so tactically demanding is you've got to be ever changing, always growing. And that was a little bit of that for me. Different athletes grow in different ways, but MMA is one of my avenues.
Speaking of avenues, who can beat a path now to the final? All tied up at 1 apiece, and there'll be no peace now for Mu Wangzhu and Svetlana Osipova. The Chinese fighter in red flicks out that front leg to the body. Osipova focused. And who's got the stamina to cause the trouble now? Osipova seems to be taking her time, trying to slow the pace.
This is where you'll see the composure from her. She's not coming out too overzealous, risking losing points straight away. We'll see the experience now from her and see how China combats that with her, her coach, and the home crowd.
A big combination, as you see, of a support network up. Who can find a combination to get one on the board? Well blocked again there from Mu. Keep an eye on the arms of the Chinese fighter. Very good at holding that protector and keeping herself safe. Safe to say, though, we've only got just over a minute. Who's going to the final?
Really nice headshot attempt. Her and her coach don't think it hit, so no card played. There's your first registration. First time in this round that the favour's been in the corner of blue. You can hear there loud chants from China. Hopefully that'll fire her up. Last 45 now.
And she fires one up on the board herself. Osipova subduing the passionate fans. To the consternation of the Chinese coach, we creep towards the last 30.
As I mentioned in the last round, you don't want to end up in that middle short distance against Osipova. She's really sharp with that front leg to the body or high section. There she's got the body shot. We'll see if she can find any more to extend the lead.
And she extends her leg up to the face there. Is there going to be a signal from the coach? I think Pavel Khan is up and out of his chair.
He's there claiming the headshot. It went up. I'm not sure if it hit. We'll see on the replay now. But either way, it resets them into the middle of the court. Hopefully then, with the centre of the ring, she can see the fight off.
Now, as we wait to see this one, and I think there probably was the connection.
Very
there.
nice, very nice.
Round the back of the head, but that was after 1, 2, 3 attempts at it. You were training out there. Is there any specific training work that they're doing to be able to have that ability to get that score at the end of their energy, if you like?
Yeah, my team went there early this year, and they're just very strong at keeping that training persistent, getting a lot of hip strength and mobility, flexibility there. And here, where she might be a bit tired at the end of the third round, she's got the confidence in herself with the training to find it.
And find it she has. 5 up. There's 10 seconds to go. Mu Wangzhu, to her credit, coming forward, but you mentioned that dexterity of hip and flexibility in both mind and body. Svetlana Osipova playing the smart game now. Will she outsmart herself? There's still time. 3-point game, a headshot for Mu Wangzhu could change this here. Another gam jump. This one is getting a bit tetchy now for Osipova. I wonder if she'll take a fourth. She will. She's really dicing with it now. A second to go. The referee will warn her. One more. She loses the round regardless. Can she take it? How much do you back yourself? Osipova does, and she's backed herself into the final there. A rare show of emotion from her there at the end there, Caden.
Yeah, she's very calm, very straight-faced as she normally is, but there with her team, very excited. I think she played it very smart at the end. I do look forward to them bringing in the rule about going out at the edge of the ring towards the end of a fight, giving one Gandrum for going out, one for evading. It's something I use because it's part of the rules and it's just a stepping stone to winning. But I look forward to having to adapt my game in them later moments because it does, for me, ruin some rounds of Taekwondo.
No question. I think that when we had 4 of the 8 Olympic gold moments, if you're tuning in for the first time to the sport and we say, oh, it's about courage, it's about bravery, it's about passion, and then the champion is seen basically running away, not because they have to, because they're afraid, but because they know the rules let them do it, you get that double gamjom, the double jeopardy. That would be one of the rules that would be happy to see. As we see the head guards adjusted, we've been talking about that, but regardless of the new rules, ruling the roost there was Svetlana Osipova, getting the job done. Mu Wonju though, credit, fought for it. Not really close to making it through in that second round, maybe couldn't sustain it.
Yeah, I think, like I said at the beginning, this is where you see the experience. Osipova had that real explosive leg that at times she just couldn't quite combat. I think she just needs a bit more time in the gym, a couple more weapons in her arsenal, but straight away, she's young, she's got into a world semi-final that a lot of people don't manage to do, so she should be proud of herself, her fans, her family, so hopefully she'll use that going forward as a lot of fire, a lot of juice.
Yep, she's got that motivation, she's got that medal, but that moment there for Osipova, delighted.
Yeah, delighted, really cute little smile up to her friends and teammates. Her coach is very happy, big hug there. And it means a lot to her. We'll see how she fares in the final.
We certainly will. We're looking forward to it. And we're glad to have you with us as well. Well, of course, we know one destination. What about this one? Turkey against Great Britain. Nafia Kush Aydin against Great Britain's Lauren Williams in this one.
We are now going to start the second semi-final match of women plus 73-kilogram weight category.
有请裁判入场。
Please welcome the referee.
As the referees make their way into this one, I'm not going to lie, I'm trying to surf my way through Taekwondo data to find out how many times they've faced each other. But I think obviously with Lauren coming up into this division, can't have been too often unless it's been in training.
Yeah, so I've seen them do some rounds together in a Turkey training camp we had a few weeks ago. Some real good rounds, both very expressive and passionate fighters. So that was very fun to watch. So I'm definitely excited for this fight now. See who can show some good composure, some good techniques, and get the points.
And here she comes, Nafia Kush. Well, when you say it's a spicy matchup in sparring, then I know it must have been pretty tasty then. It's obviously going to have been no quarter given or asked for the two of them. They're both tough fighters. They both like to get in amongst it.
For sure, for sure. Both are very passionate, very aggressive. They're not afraid of a fight. Lauren, as we all know, very aggressive, very strong. Both Olympians, both Olympic medalists, amongst a million other competitions. They've both been competing for quite a while now. So this will be a nice test for both fighters.
And also Nafia Kush, winner of the Grand Slam here in Wuxi, which is actually just somewhere in the back of this arena, as we see Lauren Williams coming out flanked there by Andrew Deere on the way in.
Yes, coach, looking dapper as always. Lauren also Grand Slam champion. I think she might have won 2 of those ones.
She did.
But amazing fighter in a lower weight division. Now she's testing her skills, testing what she's got about her in the heavyweight division. She's had a strong showing out in Korea, a lot of composure, a lot of improvement shown. So I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, as you said, put herself back into contention at the Muju Grand Prix Challenge with a hard-fought bronze. Looks to be all smiles. Andrew Deere, all styles. And who's got the right composure and class to make it through in this one? Lauren just basically pushing the volunteer. I don't know if you saw it yesterday when there was a high five missed.
Oh, well, that is heartbreaking. I didn't see that one.
But it was from the athlete.
Oh, really?
Athlete was left hanging.
See, well, did they win or lose?
They lost.
Oh, well, kind of deserving. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Sorry.
I won't mention them.
Yeah, it's all good.
But who's going to get the high scores in this one? Lauren Williams from the smiles on the way in. Full of composure now. Oyagana Timur from Mongolia. the centre referee for this one. This is the final semi-final of day number 4. Nafia Kush, well, you mentioned that success at the Paris Olympic Games, had to fight hard to get that bronze medal against Great Britain's Rebecca McGowan, who we wish a fast recovery. She's just had hip surgery.
Yeah, amazing fighter. Can't wait for her to be back. Her and Lauren hopefully will be on each other's coattails for the next Olympics, battling on her way through. But Rebecca's an amazing athlete and good friend of mine, so really excited to see her back in the ring, showing these girls how it's done.
That's what it's all about. Who can show who in this one, Kush or Williams? The Blackwood battler coming forward. She holds the centre. And we were both talking, if I could use the actual word that people say in English, talking off microphone about how intense Lauren is. That intensity has seemed to be measured a bit more now with that influence of Andrew in the corner.
Yeah, she's had some new coaching, more influence from different coaches as well back home. We've got a good network back home, like Martin Stamper, Nelson, all of them. And yeah, as we all know, she likes to go forward, she likes to be aggressive. And now she's just throwing in the same sort of vibe, but with a bit more composure, a bit more IQ behind it.
And she's going to have to be savvy against Nafia Kush, because sometimes she can look exhausted. It could as if it's the worst day ever, and all that happens that she ends up winning. I watched her in the last 16 in the quarterfinals. They thought no chance she's going to make it. Won both rounds each time, so she knows how to play it smart, does Kush, as we play into the last, only opening 45, I should say.
100%. She's a world champion herself. She's got that composure, she's got the experience. And already there, I saw her in the clinches before. I think she's trying to push her head on Lauren a little bit, potentially get her a bit aggravated. Maybe that's part of the game plan. Would be a very clever one.
Yeah, well noticed there from Kieran Cunningham as we creep towards the halfway stage. Lauren Williams not biting on the intimidation attempted by Nafia Kush. The head fake hasn't worked. 45 will tell us. But the referee will tell them both, I would think. Well, just one.
I think that was deserving of both athletes.
Yep,
Not from a biased perspective, but neither was kicking. Kush has got her game plan. Clearly, her coach is being a little bit quieter than Andrew, who's also very vocal as it was.
Who's going to have something to shout about? Half a minute. Lauren Williams up on her toes with the backline tourniquet, but well seen by Kush.
Yeah, she reads the game really well. She knows when to close down. She knows when to go back. Hopefully Lauren will be able to manipulate those distances well and find a scoring technique.
Good shot on the inside. 20 seconds to go.
Nice headshot attempt there. Seemed like it hit to me. Kush doesn't think so, but we'll see on the replay.
Yeah, she shook her head at her coach, but was her head shaken by the foot of Williams? Andrew Deere, quite right to throw the card here. I think Lauren gave the signal to say, play the card.
Yeah, and that's again where it comes with the trust between coach and athlete. They've been working together not too long, but they've already built a good relationship. Andrew's confidently played the card. Hopefully she'll be rewarded for that if she got the shot.
I think she might have a little flick. Oh, you know.
Maybe that actually just missed.
I think you're right.
If I were giving it, I'd say it missed, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Loss of the card, but could have been well worth it. Could have been 3-1, but it's not. It's 1-0. We'll see if Kush can see it off or if Lauren can take the win.
Nafia Kush defending, gets her head out of the road. Missed by the merest of margins. That nose of the Turkish fighter, and she knows that there's only 5 seconds left now. Spins round nicely. That's experience. Takes the centre ring. Kills a bit more time. Lauren Williams drops to the deck. Big celebration there from Kush. 2 seconds. Shows exactly what it means. World Championship semi-final. She was celebrating there resolutely.
Very, very composed. She plays an amazing game. I don't think Lauren essentially really did anything wrong.
Yeah.
I think that Gadron was a little bit harsh. Both are finding it hard to score on this system, but Kush knows how to play the game. Like I said, very clever turn from her. She knows where she wants to be in the ring. Interesting celebration there to be winning the first round, but that just shows how much it means to her, how passionate both fighters are about this win.
Yeah, and I think as well that little release of energy as we see the coach and fighter going through their final instructions here.
Yeah, Lauren does seem a lot more composed. Normally she'd be as red as a body armour, but she seems fine, ready to go. Got Tom Very good looking man just behind her. And Kuss there getting her instruction. Interesting.
Tom's
Interested to
been
see this
paying
next
you
one.
to say that, or is that?
Tom, no, he hasn't paid me. He's just an amazing physio. I might ask for payment though, good idea.
You've got to maximise it. Now who can maximise their chance in this one? The big dance awaits for Nafia Kush. She's got 1 round in her pocket. Lauren Williams, as we were told there, hasn't done much wrong. That's got a bit rough on the inside there.
Yeah, nice show of respect from each other at the beginning, but
All gone now.
yeah, as soon as they say let's go, they're both on it.
And the Blackwood battler comes tough, steps through with the reverse there. Was lucky not to leave her head hanging there.
Yeah, bit of lost composure there. I don't think she needed to too soon, but she did go out of the ring after the Calio. I don't think Kuss quite noticed that, but she only went out after her arm was down, so that won't be a Ganjum, depending on how the judges see it.
Yeah, but could this be a wasted card? That might go straight in the referee's pocket, but they'll have a chat here. So you've spotted that the referee had said stop.
That's how I seen it, but it's up to them ultimately. Maybe they'll show the replay for us to look at. He doesn't seem best pleased.
No, looks full of concentration. Now what's the verdict going to be in this one? So the referee says stop.
Yep, her arm's out. That's when she's taken the foot out.
So that toe of the left foot is in. The referee has fully extended the arm. So I think you called it spot on, Caden.
It's very minor moments like that in these fights that can either lose your composure because you're sort of thinking, no, I deserve to be up now with a Ganjum. But in this case, they've given it as going out, so the Ganjum's there.
Well,
Let's see if Lauren can compose and find some scoring opportunities this round.
Yeah, an interesting one there, and it was an interesting use of that card early. Well, they would have known that the Gam jump probably made the difference in the last round, so it could be close here. So that one works out well for Team Turkey, maybe inexplicably. But Lauren Williams looking fast and frantic for that back leg. Nafia Kush looking strong into the clinch, plus a little elbow to the face there.
Yeah, maybe she's been trying some MMA like myself.
And no love lost between the two. Ferocious and passionate, as you mentioned. Williams with a first decent punch, but no real pop on it.
You can see Lauren's really active. No card. She's looking for the headshot. It wasn't the face, so the ref can't interject. But really good nudge from her. Hopefully something we can see more of going forward.
And of course, Nafia Kush will be hoping for the opposite as Lauren Williams incurs the wrath of the referee. So the scores on the board, 2-0, both of them penalties. Another Gam John for holding on the inside.
That one was for kicking low. I think she just travelled in. I wouldn't really say that wasn't a striking technique. But it goes in the favour of the Turk. No body shots are really scoring. Lauren's got this wide arsenal. Hopefully something she's throwing will land.
Nafia Kush keeping composed. That's a really good shot for the Turkish fighter. She's made it a 5-point gap now. Last 30 seconds or so.
Beautiful composure from her. That nice extension on the stab to increase the lead. Nothing necessarily wrong from Lauren in that moment, but really good from Kuss.
It's in the balance now for Lauren Williams, trying to get up on her toes to change the dynamic. Nafia Kush has stayed in that leaning back stance. She knows what's coming. That's a really good front leg to kill the efforts of Williams on the way in. As we're on the way into the last 10 seconds now. Williams goes with the customary step through back kick. The Gam Jump will go the other way around now. Excessive avoidance. There's no avoiding the fact that Kush was professional and composed. One Gam Jump took the first round. As we're rounding in to the last 4 seconds with a 4-point gap, Kush will take the Gam Jump. But is she going to take a spot in the heavyweight championship final? She is. That's the ceiling shot, you would say. Same celebration. Lauren Williams knows. Head guard is off, and it's going to be a bronze for the British fighter. Nafia Kush from Turkey.
She'll need a headguard back on just to finish the fight off. Really nice from Kush. I know how much it means to Lauren. I'm sure she'll be very proud of her bronze, yet heartbroken not to be in the final. But again, like I've been saying through the fight, I don't think it was necessarily something she did exactly wrong. It's just something for her to work towards going forward. We're both on a journey now for the LA Olympics, so hopefully she'll take it in a stride. First year in the division, Kush with such experience, hope she can just take as much as she can from the fight. Hopefully not too much frustration.
And of course, as you mentioned that there, Nafia Kush, we will get plenty of chance to talk about as she goes into the final. Good show of respect between fighters and opposing coaches, all friends now, all smiles. But in terms of the performance there of Lauren Williams, if you were to say to her last year you'd make back-to-back bronze medals in the Grand Prix Challenge and the World Championships in a new division, it's a very credit-worthy effort.
For sure, she's been unlucky with a lot of injuries of the recent years. Now she's moving up. Confidence could be low when you're moving up divisions and you're not quite sure how they work. But she's happy, like you've just seen. She's shown some nice respect there after having, you know, a bit of an aggressive fight, a couple little, like you said, elbows, you know, getting into each other a little bit. But it's all part of the journey. I think she's realising that now, Lauren, and enjoying it and just trying to make the most of it best she can.
Enjoying it indeed, as are we. Nafia Kush is going to make it into the final at the first time of asking. Good credit, good effort from the British fighter in blue. But we're going to turn our attentions now to the finals. Lots to look forward to on day number 4. Final prayers there for Nafia Kush. No pushover in that one. And we're going to turn our attention to the finals here on day 4. So here we go. Time for the finals. Melina Bekalova is going to be beckoned in this one. An opportunity for the all-neutral athlete to take on Emin Gulbakan. And as we welcome the referees, we also welcome you. Hope you're on form. And we're certainly ready for this one. Araceli Ornelas Caballero, centre referee, highly experienced, top quality ref. And here she comes, Melina Bekalova, striding in, full of composure. The hard work is done. Those 4 big wins against Korea, Morocco, and of course China, taking out the host nation. A host of expectations for them. But Melina Bekalova looking strong, as we saw on the way through. Well, we've heard her resume. We know the style that she's got. If you're just joining us for the final, well, where have you been? You've missed some fantastic fights. You're just in time, though, for the big one. Emin Gulbakan looks strong and composed on the way into this one. And Caden Cunningham with a chance to enjoy that semi-final together. Your commentary debut, sharing the styles that they've got as we see the route through. What are we looking for in this final? If they're both fighting at their best, what do they have?
At the bare minimum, they've got persistence and passion and, you know, showing they really want to be here. Turkey's identity, I guess, is being clever, but also quite fiery and ready to get into a fight. That's why they've got 2 Turks in the final now. So we'll see how this goes. I'm anticipating a good fight, really excited.
No question about it. The excitement rises. Melina Bekalova, the all-neutral athlete, can she rise to the occasion? Araceli Ornelas Caballero from Mexico. We'll be hoping there won't be any Mexican standoffs in this one. Let's have a proper fight here on night number 4. Emin Gulbakan, a slight difference in the height here.
Yes, big difference, but as we've spoken about before, with every advantage comes a disadvantage. and hopefully both one will be trying to show what the others is and take advantage of that.
Can they exploit those possible weaknesses and capitalise on their strength to go the distance here to claim the gold medal in the women's under 46 kilograms? This one for the title. Just making sure. Milana Bekalova leaning back, keeping her head well out of the way of Gogbakan. And aiming Gogbakan for the first time up on her toes. Both surveying the distance, so within their head it's to move, to kick, to block, all of those permutations and computations. And hence the hesitation. 20 seconds and both just finding the rhythm here.
Yeah, I think from Amine, in the last fight we saw, she was a bit more aggressive, a bit more going forward. Maybe she respects the fight in front of her a little bit more. That's clearly a strategy her and a coach have taken. She doesn't want to give it away too easy. Potentially worried about that hook under, but we'll see what she does going forward.
And if you are new to the sport, Kieran, and failing to that hook under, which is a low hook and kick under the arms or leg to hit the bottom of that body protector. If you hit that protector, you'll get 2 points. Hit the head, you'll get 3, but neither hitting the height so far. Halfway through.
She's picking the timing really well, Bekalova. She's got the registrations, so at some point, it's up to Turkey to try get a lead, try find some points on the board. But as we've seen from both, I feel they won their semi-finals because they were the more composed fighter. So now it's a battle of who can be just a bit more composed. Their little tumble there to Ganjum, straight away back in Turkey's favour.
Taking a tumble to the tactics and taking a tumble to the mat. Bekalova falls over, but she's not used the back leg yet. That nice little push from Gogbakan. Useful lead.
Really nice. Now she's got the 3 points, 25 seconds left. She knows Bekalova's going to have to come forward with something other than a stab. Just fixing the body armour there. Velcro's been popping a couple of times today. But it looks nice.
It does look good as she tries to fashion another point on the board. 15 seconds left. The chop kick up and over. Good head movement from Gogbakan. Gets out of the way. Last 10 seconds now. Opportunities. Good movement. Gogbakan circling Team Turkey's finest. Finds a 5-point gap just at the right time. And Milena Bekalova will be backing back to her coach. That one seemed to go away very quickly at the end.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. When you're down on points, you've got to chase them. And some of them direct shots can be very effective, like she's shown there. When it got to 5-0, she knew she didn't have to run out and waste the Ganjums and waste time coming back in and out of the ring. Instead, she stood there, made sure she was looking after her head. Any body shot would have been fine to concede. Only thing she couldn't have taken was a spin to the head that Bekalova wasn't ready to throw.
Will she be ready to throw more shots in this second round? Can there be a third round? Milena Bekalova will be hoping so. Couldn't quite get going in that one. Emine Gogbakan will be backing herself to go for gold in this one. Can she get it done at the first time of asking? And we'll be asking you to join us same time, same place tomorrow. Plenty more Taekwondo action. World Championships, a marathon of entertainment for you. But going through the final miles now, the all-neutral athlete against Team Turkey. Emine Gogbakan took the first round. There's that little hook under that you mentioned.
Yeah, it's been very effective in the previous rounds today. We'll see if she can get it done in this style of fight. Amina's been really good, really nice extension of her leg, but not overusing it so that she's getting an easy read on what's going on. When she's using it, it's very selective, and so far it's been useful.
Milena Bekalova just looking that little bit hesitant. The reason we've seen how that front leg can extend to the body also will go upstairs if you leave the door open, but she's not doing that, but finds the body shot.
There you go. Like I said before, really nice extension. She's not overusing it. I think that's the key in this fight, in this round and the last. Now she's at the edge, inviting a little bit of pressure. That kick landed after Kallio. We'll see what the ref does here. Ganjum for holding.
Well, I think you were right. I think the referee had signalled that it was after Kallio, so
yeah.
The video review jury helping out the Mexican centre ref there. Correct scores on the board. Looks good now for Turkey halfway through.
Bekalova's using the ring well, trying to trap at the edge. Very clever from Amine to take the centre back a little bit more now. Now she's in a really good position to keep that lead, maybe extend it with that front leg. Nice headshot attempt. Bekalova's sort of sitting at the edge of the leg. She's not looking for too much. I think dissimilar to the last round, she definitely needs to up the pace a little bit. Try to take her into some deep waters and find some different scoring opportunities, because the long leg game isn't quite working for her so far.
Well, you mentioned the deep water. She's going to have to go to great lengths here to try and get the big head kick. Bekalova getting stuck in that faraway position, shuffling forward though, tries to create the gam jump, but Gogbakan picks off a little shot to the body.
Really nice from Amine. Bekalova there let herself down a little bit with not kicking. She sort of walked her down, sort of trying to force the gam jump, I think. But now it's 5-1.
And the clock ticks down on the efforts and ambitions of Bekalova. She's fighting to the finish though. The team Turkey trying to contain themselves. Emine Gogbakan backing herself into a corner. She scores another simple shot to the body. The back kick misses. The coach is absolutely up through the roof here. Emine Gogbakan steps through past the reverse tourniquet. There's still a second to go. A swing and a miss for the big spin. But can it be the big win on 4 gam jumps? Emine Gogbakan, no, seals the deal at the first time of asking. She slips and slides and hits the deck. An absolute delight for Turkey. Perfect performance. Emine Gogbakan, the eminent performance of her young career. And Caden Cunningham, the emotions there, you know what that's like.
Yeah, it is beautiful. You see, it means a lot to her. And the coach was screaming throughout the whole fight. You see the Turkish team behind, cheering, jumping up. She's just, it's like, and she deserves it. She's lost 1 round all day. She's shown composure. She didn't rush, she didn't panic. Well-deserved win for her today.
Very well deserved, given the love and the acclaim to the fans in the stands. An understandable emotion now. The exhaustion, the elation, and the pride of the nation as they fly the flag here. Fantastic moments. And Caden richly deserved.
Richly deserved, yeah. That beautiful round, she was composed. Bekalova will be kicking herself for moments there, but she should be proud of herself as well. I feel like silver medal at a World Championships is amazing. The girl's only 19. Hopefully that'll give her the confidence going forward to, again, same as any fight, learn from this and keep powering forward ahead of the next one.
Yeah, as you say, Bekalova will be kicking herself, but also kicking her was Emine Gogbakan, the champion of the world at the women's under 46 kilograms for Team Turkey. Perfection from her and a warm embrace. She grasped the big occasion and she'll be back to grab the gold medal. Cheers and tears in the Turkish corner. And congratulations to the champion. Also, Leondo, the mascot, can she make it into the crowd? A roaring success there. And it's a chance to look over the highlights of this women's 46s. Coming up next, we have 2 more big finals. But let's enjoy the work of the champ. Well, this was her moment. They are her fans. And it is her gold medal. The champion and the coach embrace. Emine Gogbakan, the best in the world. Well, high emotion and final photos for friends and family who can get a picture-perfect performance now in this one.
We're now going to start the final match of men minus 80 kilogram weight category.
有请裁判入场。
Please welcome the referee.
Enrique Marquez Rodriguez Fernandez of Brazil. Will he have the will and the skill to get this one done at the first time of asking? Or will it be the formidable Chi Chang-shin in charge? But it is World Taekwondo referee Dennis Kim that is in charge of proceedings in this one.
前方来自中国，
Appearing from People's Republic of China, Xiang Qizheng.
And here he comes. Xiao Ji-chung, full of composure and full of expectation. A good route through as well there, Caden.
Yeah, really good route through. He only losing around there to Seo-gyun Woo, really strong fighter. And that's where we're seeing a nice showing of composure. He's beaten an Olympic silver medalist there in his previous fight with Iran. Hopefully he'll be able to take that confidence into this final, not settle for a silver, but power through for the gold. But not without tough competition.
And not without plenty of support from the fans in the stand. Yet to have a mayoral world champion here at the World Championships in Wuxi. They'll be dearly hoping that that's about to change. But trying to stop that from happening, the ever impressive Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez. And he's looked good all day. Big wins against some big names. But he also looks, Caden, as if he's got a few gears left to go.
Yeah, cool as you like. He's a very strong fighter. He's got levels to go. He can be very instinctive, very explosive. Hopefully gets to show that again like he did in pockets in his previous fight without giving up a round. I'm sure he'll be happy to finish it into and go get some dancing done. He loves to dance.
Does he?
He does, he does.
He's got some moves.
He's got some moves. He's always looking for a party after a competition. That's why I think we need to start having our own music as we walk out, because that gives some real energy and pop to some of these fighters.
I'm looking forward to that playlist as it gets put forward by the players. Dennis Kim will not be wanting to be played by either or led in a merry dance. The man in the middle. If you had a ring walk, what would it be? What would your tune be?
Ooh, for me I'd have to
tune
go
be, did you get it? Your tune be.
Ah, you see, I did get that. Very punny, very punny. For me, I'd go old school. I'd probably go Big Popper, B.I.G. Notorious, something along them lines, or maybe a Whitney Houston.
I mean, it's notoriously difficult to beat you anyway, so it'll be a good tune to bring you into the ring.
Exactly that.
Who's going to hit the high notes in this one, or the big headshots, Rodriguez or Zhang? We get to share it with you. Oh, we've got some Brazilian beats for the second round there, as the Chinese fans in the stands show their passion. But Rodriguez with the redoubtable front leg. He's got that intelligence, that timing, the Brazilian. Thoughts on this in terms of style matchup?
I think for Enrique, what he does really well is he knows where the pad is, he knows how to find the registration, sort of trusts himself that one of them will go through. I think if he does go ahead, it could be an easy matchup for him in that round, as his movement and reading of the timing is really strong. But we'll see who takes the lead first and how that affects each one.
Surely will. There's the front leg counter, well blocked there by Zhang. Sees it off nicely. Big punch sweeping through. That wasn't that accurate, but was certainly wide enough. A bit of a haymaker, if not a score maker. Still tied up halfway through.
There's only one registration in it. That's any contact from Zhang to the body armor would make it completely level. As you see, both coaches again stood up and passionate. We'll see which pair, which team will finish with the gold.
Work to do before they get to that medal territory, but with 30 seconds left in this first round, not much to separate in that front leg again staying busy from Enrique Rodriguez.
Nice scoring technique there. That's what I was saying earlier, very composed. He's thrown similar shots this round with no success, but he's waited until the later moments. He's found that. We'll see how he can see it off.
Closing seconds now for the Brazilian. He's had the will and the skill. The man from Brazil just 5 seconds now from taking it. He'll take the gam jump. Is there time for Zhang to find an answer here? Dennis Kim brings them back to 1 point difference. Nice jump there from Rodriguez. Professional, composed, and slides nicely out of the way. He's got that timing, he's got that radar as well.
Like I said before, give Enrique the lead and it's hard to get it back from him. As you've seen there exemplified, a lot of people would run out, a lot might clash, a lot might kick. He read the distance, read the timing, closed down nicely, made it safe so that he could run out. He had a bit of the ring left. Really nice ending to that round. Stay composed. He only got his shot at the 17 seconds left is where he found it, but that's all it took to take the win in that round.
And of course, if you're the coach in the Chinese corner, I know Enrique's a good friend and so on. If you're in Zhang's corner, what advice? Because it wasn't that far away there.
Yeah, well, as you see there, he sat down. He's not really broken a sweat. I'd definitely push the pace a little bit more and try find a mistake. Enrique, they're both very young, both only 21 years of age, but Enrique's clearly a little bit more composed, a bit more used to this scene. So I'd definitely try and make him somewhat uncomfortable. Zhang, express himself and show that you don't know me, I don't know you. Let's see what we can show to the crowd.
That battle of getting to know each other. Who can download the intel? Will it be Enrique Marc Rodriguez Fernandez or Zhang Zhang? And Zhang, of course, the Chinese fighter trying to get him in quick off that front leg. Good pop off the protector. Not scoring.
Zhang started better this round in my opinion, giving him different looks, different feints, trying to get a reaction out of Enrique that he nearly gave him a couple of times. Strong start for this 30 seconds.
Strong start and a nice stutter step there attempted from Rodriguez to change the dynamic. Zhang gets the arms out the road, gets his head out of the road as well. They're getting closer though.
Yeah, really nice headshot attempt. Not sure it had gone on if it did hit, but him and his coach weren't confident, so no card played.
Back leg boot from the man in blue to no avail. Just that little yellow light on in favour of Rodriguez. Not much to choose between the two. 40 seconds separating them. Who's going to take this first round? All to fight for.
3-0 to Rodriguez on the registrations. That means Zhang's going to have to come at some point. Try find a scoring technique. I'm not sure he'd managed to get 4 registrations on him before he managed to get one back, but he's giving it a go. Zhang needs to get braver, really earn this win if he wants it. 15 seconds left.
All a little bit safe for Zhang. Needs to go out with a bang because Rodriguez on the cusp, covering up nicely. The Brazilian can scarcely believe his luck here. Can he sustain this? Doesn't want to give a gam jump away. He needs to stay fit and strong if he's going to get the job done. He does.
Bora. Amazing, amazing from Enrique. He was composed there. No score in the end, but look at that emotion, that passion. He's clearly been working hard, taking a lot of scouts out. World champion. He's only lost 1 round today. The referee's going to play the card, see if he went out too early, see if he avoided the fight too early, whatever it may be. Hopefully for his sake, his team, his family, it'll be a gold.
Well, that's the hope for the team Brazil. Of course, the opposite of that for the Chinese fans in the stands and at home. Renata having a look here. Dennis Kim just making sure, playing that card. And there was 0.46 there on the clock. We can't see Yeah, unsuccessful. So X marks the spot, and the treasure behind it is gold for
Amazing.
Brazil. Wonderful moments for Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez, the champion of the world. And Caden Cunningham, he deserves it. Silver medal, of course, to China. Hard-fought effort for Zhang, but flying the flag now. Top man for Brazil.
Yeah, amazing. Can't take anything away from China. He's new on the scene, young, and he's shown he's of this level already, jumping straight onto it. But from Enrique, really good stuff. I think all of us in the Grand Prix series have seen moments of excellence, but also moments of immaturity and loss of composure. But here, he's shown that he's been improving, he's been working hard in the gym, he's been competing all over this year, and he's finished it off with a nice gold. I'm sure he'll be very happy. You see how much it means to him. He's there, just outside the octagon, trying to take it all in. But I'm sure a win like this will take him a little while.
Some emotion there, understandable for Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez as he embraces the coaching and, of course, physio team. You mentioned that he likes a little dance every now and again. Nightlife in Wuxi, have you seen much of it? Is there places to go and strut his stuff?
I've not seen much of it, but I'm more than certain that as soon as the last fight's done on the last day, I'll get a text from Enrique saying, "This is the location,
Be here
I'll
now."
see you soon." That's what he's always doing with me, but it's always fun, always good vibes. He's an amazing person, as you can see. This is how much it means to him. He's not here to steal anything from anyone. He's earning it, deserving it. Happy days for him.
And happy days for the entire Brazilian team. They treated us to an excellent fight there, and the champion Enrique Rodriguez Fernandez gets it done in some style. Credit, of course, but it wasn't to be for him. Best efforts in the first round, but the emotions there at the end, there for all to see. And the Brazilian was a tough nut to crack in this one. Rodriguez Fernandez is the champion of the world, and congratulations to him. So with that one in the books, we turn our attentions to the final on day number 4, women's plus 73 heavyweights. Svetlana Osipova of Uzbekistan against Nafia Kush from Team Turkey. Oh, I've hardly had a chance to catch a breath here. Have you enjoyed the commentating so far?
I've absolutely loved it. Some amazing fights, amazing semis, amazing finals, amazing company.
Good. Well, there we go. I'll take that. Good to see one of your friends winning the title as well there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Lauren as well. I'm very proud of her for the medal she achieved. But yeah, Enrique, amazing all day. I look forward to seeing him whenever I get a chance after this.
And we look forward now to Svetlana Osipova and Nafia Kush Aydin. Speaking of company, we're glad to have you with us. If you've been with us all week, thanks very much. We know there's time differences. It's not easy to always get tuned in. We're going to have to be tuned in now as Noran Esat Hosni from Egypt, the centre referee.
前方来自乌兹别克斯坦，
In blue, from Uzbekistan, Svetlana Osipova.
Oh, the trace of a smile for Svetlana. Pavel Khan doing well to keep up there with the fighter. No one could keep up with her today though, Cunning.
No, she's been amazing all day, as she is at every Worlds. I think this might be her 3rd World Final. Amazing stuff from her. You see the passion. She's walking out, one AirPod in, one ear free to take in the crowd, take in the environment. I'm excited for this final.
And that excitement will be shared by you, the fans at home. But of course, for Osipova, can she find that balance in terms of adrenaline and concentration, because she's going to need it. Nafia Kush loves a big occasion.
She does, as you see, she's smiling, no headphones needed for her, waving, trying to take it all in. Similar to Osipova, she's been on this stage numerous times, so this is definitely going to be a fight of experience, seeing who can be sharper, either with the legs or with the mind.
And that battle of mind and body has seen the Turkish fighter through to this opportunity now. So here we go. Opportunities for the women's heavyweights. Nafia Kush going through her own ritual here, trying to make sure that she owns the ring. few people used to do that. Latilo Muhammad had his move round the ring.
Yeah, he loved to skip around the ring, excited to get in there, get a feel for it, and fly and kick heads. We'll see if Kush comes with that same energy, but she'll be there definitely to deliver some difficult moments for Osipova.
First one is to drop the head guard, but she'll not be dropping her concentration. Good to see the protector systems working first time in terms of being on. Hasn't been the case all day. So work to be done for KPMP to improve. But it's all about the work now of Team Turkey and Uzbekistan, fellow Olympians. Both fellow podium athletes. Gold for Uzbekistan, bronze for Turkey. It'll be gold or silver tonight here in Wuxi. Open stance in the opening stages. A little push there from Kush, the long legs.
I think from both fighters, they're definitely not going to want to give up an easy lead. As you can see so far in the first 30, neither one's really overcommitting. Osipova's got that really nice extension, really sharp front leg. So we'll see how Kush manoeuvres around that and tries to pick up a point.
Trying to pick up the points but not pick up the penalties, of which if you lose 5, you lose the round. But nothing doing yet for the centre ref. And you think that the Fia Kush would be the one that would be favouring this pace?
Yeah, for sure. I think she's happy with the slow pace. She gets to see the game a little bit more, not test the gas engine too much. I'm sure Osipova's ready to go further into the deep waters, but it comes with risk when you're fighting a player like Kush. 1 point means a great deal.
Yeah, as you say, likes a point and likes to protect it, as we see that the protectors have not been troubled too much. 40 seconds, the little yellow light on for Osipova. Has those connections.
Kush's movement is very strong. I like how she's changing the angles. She's sort of going to Svetlana's blind side a little bit to take the power away from that front leg, maybe the confidence, but also try to get the fight in on her terms. And there she does it straight away with that back leg. 15 seconds left. That's how long it took to get the point. And we'll see how good she is at keeping it.
Can she keep it? Can Osipova find a little hook to the body that she loves so well? She goes for the head instead. Kush, wise to it, buries her head in the shoulder of Osipova, who then says to her coach, get the card up there. Now that one, perhaps more in hope than expectation. One to the body is a fake, a little touch to the head.
Yeah, that's all it takes. These head guards definitely need to be improved because headshots should be going on. We've seen too much of it this competition.
And especially if we're going to get rid of video review cards.
If we want to get rid of that, then 100% the system needs to change. There's been too many examples this comp alone of headshots not going on, cards needing to be played, but we'll see. Did that hit?
Oh, looks like it doesn't. A little toe to the nose.
It's very close. We'll see what the judges say.
I'm going to say yes, that it does, regardless of what the judges say.
There you go. And that's why you're here all the time. Really sharp from Osipova. Now there's 4 seconds left. We'll see what Kush does. Feel like and there's a punch at her back leg coming soon. Good from the referee to reset them. Sometimes the referees seem to forget that. Really nice from Osipova to see the fight out. Really composed. Knew she was up. Kush back to her coach now. Trying to reset for the next one.
And reset she will have to do. Svetlana Osipova, by the merest of margins, sneaks that one past and puts herself halfway through.
Very funny again. But yeah, they're there, they're giving the feedback. Both seem quite composed. This way you see the experience. Kush, she might be tired, as we're seeing here, but she's definitely not giving up on this fight. That's why we've seen so many Turks in the finals and in the semis of this competition so far. So I'm still excited. I wouldn't write it off for anyone yet. Good moments from Kush there, but slightly better moments from Osipova.
And it is those fine margins that makes a difference. That flick to the face, could that be pivotal? Look at that, just a tiny toe touch.
And just after that, Kush recognised she got hit, but threw the back leg straight away. Unlucky not to score, but had it scored, she'd have been up 4-3. I think that shows experience, and hopefully for younger fighters watching, they can take that on in their training and remember to always finish last.
If you're going to finish last in the kicking, you may finish first in the reckonings, because Osipova has had the combinations correct. And she needs to do that again. She's halfway through to goal. Big back leg turning kick, puts her hand on the ground, but the front leg to the face, Caden.
Looked like it hit to me. She was confident. Definitely a Ganjam. She did put her hand down. But up the coach goes, trying to claim them 3 points. That shows persistence from Svetlana. That front leg, it's a threat, whether she's going to the body or the head. You can't switch off on your way in. Maybe Nafia did, maybe she didn't, we'll see. Looks good to me. Nice extension there. There's the 3 points. Starting again with 3-1. We'll see what the judge decides.
Yeah, Nicola White having a good look at this. Quite right too, but it does definitely connect via the arm and moves the head back. Unsuccessful. Now, what we saw was a hand moving and a head moving back.
Okay.
When you turned it around, the view from Nicola White was the opposite.
Osipova doesn't let it dishearten her. She's going again, not worrying. A minute 30 left. I'm sure she'll be confident she can get these points back.
We're just above the whir of the air conditioning unit here in Wuxi, as the coach is shouting, trying to give some encouragement. Neither fighter wanting to commit. The patience. There's the punch.
Really nice clean punch. As she's on her way down, generated some nice speed and power. Kush didn't have an answer. Up she goes on the scorecards. 1 registration, 1 punch.
The registrations, as you say, will that be commiserations for Kush, because she needs to get the score on the board. 40 seconds. Still plenty of time. Nice push again there from Osipova, beginning to find her distance.
Yeah, she's starting to find a rhythm a little bit there. That registered 13, she needs 22. She's definitely strong enough to get the points on the board. We'll see if she keeps throwing that out. Really good fight for me, this. Nice 2 points there. In fights like this, viewers might think there could be more action, but as a Taekwondo expert myself, I love watching it. You see the tactical and sort of try to think, what are they thinking? What might I be doing if I was in this situation? 3-1 to Osipova. We'll see how it goes.
It certainly will. As 3 becomes 5, the chance is not too much more alive for Kush, as she tries with a back leg turning kick to the body. Goes with a step through back kick. Gets the little flick up to the face. She's back in this.
Really nice, really nice. Kush doesn't have as many weapons in her arsenal, but she knows how to use them. Just there, she's giving a threat to the body with a spin. She's landed straight away, finished last.
And then finishing last, she has the chance to sustain it and go for the chance to finish first. Osipova doesn't want to let it go. This clock ticks down here. There's not much time left. And it is going to be Nafia Kush. We talked about it, Caden. You think she's done. She looked done in the first round of the first match when it was going against her. She won that. Same in the next match. In every single match, there's a composure and an inner strength that she has. You know, obviously the skill is there, but there are a few better at turning it around just at the last second.
Yeah, as you see here, she's got her eyes closed. She's taking it in. She's not letting it get away from her. Clearly, she trusts in her training, her coach, her strategy, because just there, 5-1 down, a lot of people do lose that. As we've seen, Svetlana's made a lot of people lose that way. From 5-1, she didn't nearly get it back from her in earlier rounds, but Kush there, got the headshot, got the Ganjam, and then saw it off. Really good from her. We'll see how the last round goes.
Yep, really good from her and really good for us. A decider who's going to be the heavyweight champion here in Wuxi. The wait is almost over. So the referee not too much involved in this one. Could that be a change There's still punches, there's still penalties, because this one looks close. We haven't seen Osapoza to the face as yet. And she's facing up to the best of Nafia Kush. 1 round apiece, and there'll be no piece for either. World Championship gold available.
Really nice from Kush there. Nice extension as they both put the feet down. Osipova, end of the last round when she conceded that, and just there, both times looking at the scoreboard. That's a mistake that we try get out of our guys back at home. Hopefully that's a lesson to everyone. Keep your eyes on your opponent.
Yep, the scoreboard can't kick you, on your opponent can, so you've got to stay focused. There's the big punch from Nafia Kush. Now, 2 things can happen. The pendulum can swing to Osipova. She has to come forward now.
She has to go, and when you chase, normally that's where you concede, just like that hook there. But she's experienced, she's Olympic silver medalist for a reason. It's an amazing final though. Both these fighters are very strong, very clever, as are exemplifying now.
The wise words of Caden Cunningham, knows his way around the major finals. The movements of Nafia Kush. At no point did you think, yeah, 6-0 in the second round, no problem. But she's turned up the intensity when she needs to. Osipova chasing shadows now. Is there time for the Uzbek?
There's definitely time, but as we've seen all day, Kush is so good at holding a lead. But both Olympic medalists, a bronze for Kush last year at Paris, a silver for Svetlana Osipova. Last 25 now. We'll see who is more composed.
Composure the call. Who's got the skill? Nafia Kush managing the ring. She's managed the expectations over a long and illustrious career. Is she on the cusp of World Championship gold here? Almost a flick up to the head there. The fans are going to bring her home. And she's going to bring home the gold. She hits the deck for the final prayer, and a wonderful final for her. Magical moments, Nafia Kush. What a performance. Unbelievable effort. Following up on the success in Baku, she's back in business here in Wuxi.
Yeah, 2-time world champion, and it's only due to hard work, mental strength, composure, and trust. Both deserving of being in the final, both of this level clearly, but Kush there just clearly trying to take it in, catch her breath. I thought it was a really strong final, really nice.